Good morning and welcome back to Green Street Elites. Don't normally do stuff this early in the day, but hey, it's Monday. I've been awake for 3 hours. Why not? Just want to acknowledge whoever's in the chat. I know Hammerhead's in there. Morning to you, Hammerhead. Thank you for joining us this morning, mate. Right, so what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about what happened over the weekend, I suppose. We've got the game that we had against Reading, which was there we go, which was a 1-1 draw, I believe. Is that right? 1-1 draw. I will have to check on that now. Terrible winner. Didn't actually prepare for this, but hey, you know. Yeah, I think it was 1-1, wasn't it? Games, here we go. Oh no, this is games coming up. Oh, Tuesday the 19th, we're going to play Rangers. That should be good. That should be good. And it's at Rangers as well, so well, no. Nah. Anyway, so not much happening really this morning. I just thought I'd have a little bit of a live thing just for like half hour, 10 minutes or so, you know, just because Peach was going to go live at 5 this morning and he had people queuing up in the chat and he didn't show up. So I thought, well, just help him out and help you lot out. I thought I would go live. I've spoken to him since. So, right, what did you think of the Lingard news that broke early yesterday morning? The Lingard news, which was what he was. Hang on, I don't even know what the Lingard news was yesterday morning. I had a day on the drink yesterday, and I really don't know what the news was on Lingard. So either you're going to have to type it out, Hammerhead, or I'll look. Right, 29-year-old. What were we talking about yesterday? Ponders a move to Saudi. Is that what we're talking about here, Ahmed? Jesse Lingard told he's overpriced himself as ex-Man United star still hunting for a new club. Jesse Lingard in talks to join Wayne Rooney at DC United. These are all just rumours. Lingard's cryptic new TikTok video suggests he's chosen West Ham. Yeah, there's just speculation after speculation, really, on the news front. Bring on the Rangers Europa League final, how it should have been. Yeah, that should have been now. The final should have been, mate. Yeah. Lingard knows he's looking at his options, and West Ham are very confident of landing him. In hopeful day out of a video saying he's coming by. I don't know. Daya put out a video. The TikTok video definitely means he's coming to West Ham. I wish he'd hurry up and make his fucking mind up and tell us what he's going to do. Sorry, excuse me swearing at 6:35 in the morning, but hey, you know, we need him to sort his shit out, really, don't we? Where's my ashtray gone? I'll have to use my coffee cup lid, which is now empty anyway. Yeah, so I'll just use the lid. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I want him to come to West Ham, but I'm just sick of all this to-ing and fro-ing and undecided nonsense and the speculation that's going around. Yeah, we will soon see Hamad. You know, I mean, yeah, it's going to be imminent. I think. You know, I mean, he's been keeping everybody waiting for weeks now, and to be fair, it's about time he decided to get his act together. Really, if you ask me. You know, he can't keep. I mean, I know he's got the money to hang around and do what he wants to do, but he can't. He can't expect to get what he wants so late on in the window. He needs to do that earlier. Really, he doesn't need to leave it until the last minute. You know, but you know, who knows? I mean, 9 o'clock this morning, there could be a bloody announcement for all we know. And I'm hoping that announcement is that Schumacher's come. That's who I want. Not really bothered about the young Chelsea player, whatever his blinking name is. Keep forgetting his name. But yeah, I'm not really bothered about him because I know he done well at Southampton last season. But is he really that good? I don't know. I mean, hopefully, if we get him, then hopefully, you know, he will come good. But who knows? Who knows with him? I can't even frigging remember his name. The TikTok video he did is very strange. I suggest you try watch it, Budgie. I will actually. I will try and watch it. I'll watch it on the phone in a little while. Yeah, I mean, I can't exactly. Hang on, let me have a look, see if I can find it. TikTok. Where are you? There you are. Hold on. Get the volume down. Right, so who am I looking for? Jesse Lingard, all right. Oh, here we go. All right, so there's music to it, so I won't play that. Prime Jesse Lingard coming soon. Is this it? Is this what I'm looking at? Oh, Jesse Lingard decisions. Jesse Lingard decisions. Decisions, yeah? I think this might be it. All right, okay, so what's going on here? I can't play the music. He's walking out to his car and it's all wibbly wobbly. What's going on here then? What's he doing getting in that old car then? Is this the one I'm looking at? One of him getting in the car? Nah, this can't be it. Nah, that can't be the one. Oh, right. Okay. Look. Oh, it is that one. So yeah. But why would that make people think that he's deciding to come to West Ham? We're not the cheaper option, really, to be fair. I mean, I think that's just him having a bit of fun, you know. Yeah, he's very cryptic, but I don't think that it suggests he's made a decision to come to West Ham. That doesn't suggest that at all to me. But hey, you know, I could be wrong. I'm not very good at cryptic quizzes. I've got to be honest. And talking of quizzes, I've signed up for Kahoot, and for some reason they've cancelled my subscription again 3 days after I subscribed. So I'm in the process of trying to find out what that's all about. But once I get my subscription back up, I think it may be because I closed my Google Pay account and I wanted to do it direct from my bank. So that may be the reason. But yeah, I'm gonna do a few Kahoot quizzes hopefully. and I'll probably do them sort of weekday evenings for me. We're talking probably 7 o'clock or something, 7:30. Yeah, listen, I've enjoyed the ones that Russ does, and a couple of other people have done them as well. Not West Ham related ones, but just general knowledge and Formula One related one. That was quite a good one. Quite enjoyed that. So yeah, I'm thinking about putting a few on there. Good morning to you, Paul. Thank you for joining us, mate. It's probably late night for you, though, isn't it? Right now. Yeah. I've got a message. Oh, right, okay. Right, just reply to that. There we go. What we need to do, we need to get we need to get another couple of bodies through the door this week. I think the earlier we do it, the better they can settle in before the season starts. And you never know, we might even see them starting, for the first game against City. So let's just, hold our fingers crossed. Lots of football quizzes. Yes, there will be lots of football quizzes, and also I'm going to do random quizzes as well. Things like, Gatesy gave me the idea by doing a Only Fools and Horses quiz on Forge for Mine a few weeks back. So, I'm not necessarily going to do a Only Fools and Horses quiz. I'll probably do a British sitcom quiz or British comedy series quiz, or I might even do like a quiz on, I don't know, Coronation Street or something. I don't know. I don't even watch Coronation Street, so it won't be that. But you know what I mean. Just random quizzes, food quizzes, and all that. Paul, you'll be good for that one, mate. A food quiz, you'll love that. We always talk about food on here somehow. Most of the time, so we might as well do a bloody quiz on it. Like what's the primary ingredient in eggs Benedict, for example? That'd be quite funny because people will put salad cream or mayonnaise or whatever the bloody, I don't even know what goes in it, but the primary ingredient would be eggs, wouldn't it? All I know is pre-season isn't anything to look too hard into. It's all about gelling players together and getting us to speed and fitness if the Prem ready for the start. Yeah, agreed. And it also should be bedding in new players as well. They should be brought in nice and early so that the pre-season benefits them. So I agree with what you're saying, though, Hammerhead. So many fans seem too critical of our recent games. It's only warm-ups. Yeah, I know. I mean, the thing is, I really haven't watched many of them. I've watched the highlights for them all, but I haven't watched the games in full because A, I'm working, and B, I can't always find a bloody link for them. And to be fair, I've got so much other stuff going on that I haven't had a chance to watch these pre-season games, to be fair. But as you say, they're important. They're important in as much as that they get us sharp and match fitness, etc., etc. So yeah, they are important. We've done all right, and pre-season means nothing to me. We had some where we won every game, then still got relegated. Yeah. I mean, pre-season, all as you say, all it is to do is just to sharpen up each of the players. It's not really. It's not competitive, is it? It's not competitive. Okay, so the new players that we've got. Can't really talk about Areola too much because he has had a year loan with us. So, we've said a lot of what we need to say about Areola. But how do you think Aguirre did in the pre-season games that he's been involved in. And young Flynn Downs, how do you think he performed? It's easy for us to be critical or overly what's the word I want to look for? Overpraising someone. I would like you to tell me what you think of the new guys in the pre-season. What you think that they've been able to do, whether they can gel with the players around them, whether they perform well. Because as I said, you guys have probably watched more of the games than I have. Morning, Darren. Hi, Clive. Hi, chat. I've caught you on my lunch break. Good stuff. I'm glad you're on your lunch break, mate, and not getting in trouble at work. Morning, Jazz. Thank you for joining us, mate. Nice to see you. Nice and early for you, son. And what's he saying? Right. Downs is ticking along nicely. Aguerd looks good. Just needs to bond with his centre half. Okay, so, you know, who would you partner him with, Jazz? You know, I mean, would you partner him with Dawson or Zuma or Oggy? Or even Diop? You know, I mean, Diop's still with us, so, you know, he shouldn't be dismissed just because a lot of people are calling for him to be sold. I think he's still valuable to the club. Maybe not financially, but I think he's still got a job to do. Yeah, it has to be Zuma, says Jazz. Yeah, fair enough, mate. I get that. Zuma's the best defender we've got now anyway. So, you know, and that isn't just my opinion. I think that is probably fact. He is the best defender we've got right now. Flynn Downs not looked that impressive to me. Aguerd looked very assured and comfortable on the ball for a centre half. Almost played like a midfielder in the respect of ball control and know-how. Cool. That's good feedback, mate. Thank you. I'm glad about that. I'm happy that you've said that, because that gives me an idea now. I mean, like, watching highlights isn't enough. You have to watch the whole game, I know, but there you go. Jazz, I hope you're feeling better, says Darren. I didn't even know that you weren't well, mate. Mind you, that's probably because I've been pretty absent on the groups lately. So I'm worried about Moyes Areola. Areola needs a run where he plays 90 minutes for 6 or 7 games in a row. Yeah. The thing with Areola, though, is that he's been tested out, Jazz, right? We've tested him out last season. You know, we gave him a run in all the cup games and all the European games, and he performed admirably. He helped to get us. He was instrumental in helping to get us to the semi-final. And to me, you know, I think he deserves a shot as the first team goalkeeper in the Premier League. So if he gets it, I think if he gets the opportunity to get between the sticks, I don't think that he'll be taken out. I really don't. I think he's too good for David Moyes to replace him, if you know what I mean. Once he gets into the first team, once David Moyes is either forced or decides to put him into league games, I don't think he will regret that decision. And I think he will keep him now. I think he's good enough. I think he's a better goalkeeper than Fabianski, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong. I love Fabianski, and I'm so glad that he's decided to stay with the club and that the club have offered him another extension. I'm truly, truly happy about that. Couldn't want for a better number 2 goalkeeper, in my opinion. I think Areola has he's got the height advantage over Fabianski for a start. He commands his box better. He's more reactive than Fabianski. I think Fabianski's reactions have slowed down a little over the last couple of years, although he's had a couple of decent years, don't get me wrong. But I just think that Areola's a better keeper, and I think he once he gets in, it'll be difficult for Fabianski to displace him. Aguerd brings the ball out from the back like Tony Gale. That's good. That's good. Like that. Like that. Recovering from COVID for the second time, but better now. Oh, mate, sorry to hear that. And, you know, something, I haven't heard of any cases of COVID in the Crawley area for 6 to 8 weeks now. I mean, there may be some, but I haven't heard about any. It's really weird, really, really weird that there's nothing. There's no, request to wear masks anywhere. Nobody's wearing masks on buses. And I mean, you might see the odd cab driver still wearing a mask, but that's it. It's really strange. Really, really strange. Areola will be more than fine. He's a top tier keeper. Yeah, I agree. He'll be good. He'll be once he gets in, you won't displace him. That's what I'm saying. Best keeper we've had at West Ham for a long, long while. Yeah, agreed. I think Adrian was a great goalkeeper, but I think Areola's better, in my opinion. He's probably one of the better keepers we've had since Xhaka. In fact, he's probably the best keeper we've had since Xhaka. And I love Xhaka. Takes a lot to beat him since he was at the club. Before him, there were keepers, Mervyn Day, for example. Wow. Came on as a young 19-year-old kid and absolutely took the league by storm. He was brilliant. He was absolutely brilliant. Pope went to Newcastle for 10 million. Great business. That is good business. And, I know that a lot of people were talking about us looking at Pope. Why? He's not as good as Areola. 100% agree, Budge. I hope that's with what I'm saying about Areola because, yeah, I think he's brilliant. And, I honestly don't believe that we've had a better keeper than him since Xhaka. So there you go. We just need to do what we did last season and beat the teams around us like Newcastle, Wolves, Villa, Brighton, etc. Yeah, and we can't beat Brighton. That's the problem we've got. We just cannot seem to fucking beat them. And they're getting on my nerves. One of my best mates, he's a Brighton fan. I keep threatening him. It's terrible. Keep threatening him with not buying him a pint every time they beat us. We beat all the top six again like last season. We'll do great things again. Yeah. Yeah. And, we didn't just beat them, did we? We beat them royally. I mean, Chelsea and Liverpool at home, 3-2 wins, absolute staunch games, absolutely stonking goals. And, wow, I think the pick of the bunch out of all of them have got to be Masuaku's goal against Chelsea. Yeah. Actually, my goal of the season. Let's have a little chat about our goals of the season. My goal of the season has to be Yarmolenko's goal against Villa. The setup, the ball in from Benny, and the way he took the ball with his right foot and immediately hit it with his left, scoring the goal. For me, goal of the season. How do you lot feel? Let's see what else we're saying. Rob Green was the last good one for me. He was great, Jazz. I agree. He was brilliant. But I still think Areola's a better keeper than him. I really do. I don't think we've had a better keeper since Xhaka. Really. That's just my own opinion. Yours is a valid opinion too, Jazz. Don't let me knock it. You know what I mean? Good old Rob Green says Hammerhead. Until the England disaster blunder, that ruined him. Yeah, that did. That kind of ruined him up top. He made more money and won more trophies as the third and fourth choice at Chelsea. Yeah. And he's got a damaged finger. My goal of the season, again, has to go to the same man as last season, Manu Lanzini, for that brilliant touch bounce to get away from the City defence and smashed it into the top corner. Fantastic goal, great goal. And that was a contender for me. That really, really was a contender for me. And also the Declan Rice goal against Lyon when he was about 25 yards out and he hit it and he got a deflection, went into the goal. That was another contender for me. That was a great goal. Yeah, it was a great goal. Masuaku versus Chelsea. Jazz, you're controversial as always, son. I love it. Yeah, no, but even so, that was a good goal. You know, I mean, it was all right. It wasn't intended as a goal, but hey, listen, you take them where you find them, don't you? You know. But yeah, I loved it. I thought that was a great goal. Manu, yeah, Manu. He does tend to bring them out of the bag, doesn't he? He certainly does tend to bring them out of the bag. Anyone else scores that, but a West Ham player, it would be goal of the season, and they'd still be replaying it now. Yeah, probably, mate. If that had been like Salah or Harry Kane or De Bruyne, yeah, I think you're right. I think any of those guys that got that would definitely have been contender for goal of the season. Bowen's overhead kick, which hit the bar against Eintracht, would have been something. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And also the who was it? Was it Fornals? And when he flicked it with his heel, and it went into the side netting or something. I think it was Fornals. He's running, the ball was slightly behind him, and he sort of flicked it with his heel, and it went into the side netting. That would have been quite some goal. Who was that against? I think that was Rapid. I can't remember now. Masuaku, fluke, 1 goal, 1 assist in over 120 games for West Ham. Piss off, Masuaku. Oh, come on. He does a little bit more than scoring goals and assists, though, doesn't he? You know what I mean? He does worry defences when he's running with the ball, because he's quite skillful with the ball at his feet. Unfortunately, that's about all he is. But, you know, his final ball isn't always great, and his defensive capabilities are non-existent. But, you know, that's how it is. That's how it is. Jazz, what's your view on Benrahma, as that is splitting the fan base again? Morning, Kieran. Thank you for joining us, mate. If you want, I can send you the link. In fact, I'm going to send you the link right now. If you want to pop in, please do. Here we go. There you go, son. There's the link. What is my view on Benrahma? Right, okay. My view hasn't changed on Benrahma. I think there's a great player in that body. I just don't think there's a great West Ham player in there. I don't think that West Ham is the club for him. I think he would be much better off at somewhere like Leeds or Newcastle even, or Everton. I think he would be great, because I think he's a little over-expressive for us. I think we like players with a slightly less a slightly less importance on skills and technique. We don't really care about skills and tactics and stuff in players as much. I think he overplays. That's what I'm saying is. But listen, if we keep him and he, he improves that part of his game where he's rather going for an easier ball rather than trying to take on players, the easy pass and stuff like that. He needs to enter that into his game. Then I think we've got a decent player on our hands. At the moment, he's too greedy, too selfish. Although he has had a lot of assists, I still think he's a little bit greedy and selfish when he's on the ball. Everyone's saying hello to Kieran, and he's replying. An impromptu Bert and Ernie. No, we aren't that lucky. Well, I've sent him the link. He ain't come in yet. So, we may get one. You never know. He's probably getting himself a beer or a coffee, isn't he? Hope you're well, Kieran, and enjoyed the game yesterday. Yes, he went to the Leeds Aston Villa game, which was being played locally to him, or reasonably locally to him. I don't know how that game finished, actually. I have no idea what the final result of that was. I think Souček would be good for Everton. Agree on Benrahma. Souček would be good for Everton. Why would you think that, Jazz? He's not going anywhere. He needs to stay next to our man Declan. You know, we don't want him going anywhere. Thank you very much. Benny will never be the standard of a top 10 side. He's simply not consistent enough. I agree. I do agree. And good morning. How are you, sir?
Hey, Budgie, good morning to you, son. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you, mate. How was the game yesterday? You enjoyed that?
Yeah, it was better than I expected, actually. No, not so much the game, but the actual day. Yeah, a hell of a lot of Leeds there. I couldn't believe there was that many Leeds fans in bloody Australia. But yeah,
I did see the little video that you sent over.
Yeah,
to
what I did,
Stuart.
I was doing bits and sending them as I went to Stewie, and Kieran was doing a vlog for you, sort of thing. So he's just got back from work and he's in the shower, and he said he's going to just edit it a bit and then he's going to send it to you.
Oh, that's very nice of him. Thank you. Tell him thanks. That's great. Oh, I'll pop that out.
I sent them to Stuart as I was going. I was just, because I'd only known, I was just sending them a little thing on WhatsApp, and he's put them all together, Stewie, and he put it up. Yeah, but it was a good day, mate. The Leeds fans were going, you know, they were vocal. They were having a great day.
Yeah, much like they do at home, you mean?
Because basically, yeah.
I mean, like for the games that I went to last season, I think the Leeds fans had to be the ones that impressed me the most, if I'm honest.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
I thought they were top class fans, you know what I mean? So, you know, why should they be any different if they're in Australia? Sorry, I nearly said New Zealand. Sorry, mate.
Well, I just didn't. I would have thought for a game like a pre-season game like that, you'd normally get 25,000 there, maybe, and they had 40,000 there.
Wow, that's not bad going, is it, mate? 40k.
No, it's a bloody good crowd, mate. Wow. I mean, there's always a mixture of the likes of us, you know, just want to go and see a Premier League game. I met a few Chelsea boys who are good lads. Met a few West Ham boys.
Oh, that's cool.
And I met a few Villa lads as well. There was a fair few Villa there, but Leeds sort of outnumbered. Yeah, a hell of a crowd.
Yeah, I mean, Leeds have always had a good crowd. I mean, I wouldn't know about Australia.
No,
that's quite unexpected, you know, to know they've got such a big following out there. I mean, I would imagine that a very small number of them may have been on holiday, you know, travelling over from the UK.
There would have been a small number, but a lot of them are a bit like me and Kieran. Like, you know, I'm a West Ham fan, so Kieran. Look, I met a few Aussie Leeds there. The one lad I interviewed there, his dad's. I talked to his dad as well. His dad's a Leeds boy, and then emigrated. And that boy's never seen Leeds, so this was his first time, you know, to get to see him. You know?
Yeah.
And he must be about 28, something like that.
Yeah. Oh, it's still, it doesn't. I mean, when you're that far away from the club that you support, you don't, pass up an opportunity like this, do you? Do you know what I mean?
You can't, can you? Once.
You know,
Only going to get
and you know, fair play to yourself as well. You know, getting a chance to watch basically a Premier League game, wasn't it? 2 Premier League teams.
Yeah, 2 Premier League
having a pre-season friend. It was almost like watching a league game for you guys, I suppose. You know,
sort of, but you can see the intensity is not quite as it's a pre-season game. I don't read too much into them, don't they? They turn up, they have a run about. But it was a good crowd atmosphere there. It really was. It was they done well.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you enjoyed it, mate. Jazz is saying that he thinks that we might be selling Souček, Benrahma, Diop, and Vlasic. I can see us selling Diop.
No, I can't.
I can see us loaning out Vlasic. I can't see us selling him, not after one season he's been with us.
I could only see. I think logistically, you cannot sell that many players. We probably need at least another 3 through the door as it is. You know, you can't lose another 4 from that squad. It's impossible to replace. So you might lose one, and I'd say the favourite of there would be Diop. But unless you can bring in 7 or 8 players, you can't lose them. It's just logistically, it's too hard. Your numbers are going too thin. So whether they're up for sale, in the long term is another thing, but not this window. I can't. Maybe one of them. That's all. Unless we got 200 million to spend, Budge, and we don't know about it.
Well, listen, stranger things have happened at sea, son, haven't they? You know what I mean? Paul saying good morning to you, Keir.
Who's that? Oh, good day, Paul. How you doing, man? Yeah, that sun's a bit bright.
And young Cyber's in the house. Good morning, Cyber. How are you? He went to KFC at half-time at Reading. Cool. Yeah. Did you enjoy the game at Reading? That was yesterday, wasn't it? The Reading game. Was it yesterday or Saturday? No, it was yesterday.
I've lost track of time, Budge. I've lost track of time.
It was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah. So, how's things going then, mate? I mean, how far did you have to travel to get to that game then?
I jumped on the bus, Budge. It's if you jump, I can drive there in 25 minutes or so. On the bus, it's pretty good, really. 45 minutes.
Oh, that ain't bad.
And the only good thing they do with Suncorp, right, is once you've got a ticket, all public transport is free for you if you're going to Suncorp.
Right, okay.
So that's one little thing, I can jump on a train or a bus or whatever and get there for nothing and get home for nothing. That's the only thing. They wound you with the price of the tickets, but they let you have that little bit, a free bus. So it took about 45 minutes to get into town. Then we took a walk, about 15-minute walk to the stadium. Walk through town just to have a look and see all the fans that are around town.
No, that's all good, Cyber. It doesn't matter, mate. He said, sorry if I called you. I was on a packed train. No, it's all right, mate. That's all good. It's all good. So I think that we're going to get an announcement today. I think we've made another signing over the weekend, I reckon.
God. Because I was at the game all day yesterday, I sort of took a day off from listening to anything or seeing anything. The last I'd heard, we were buying everyone. So, which one do you think we're announcing?
I think we're close to Schumacher.
Schumacher, yeah.
Schumacher, yeah. I think we're close to him. I think we're very close.
Do you know? I said it to Stewie and Pitch. The more I looked at him, the more he doesn't look like a Moyes sort of striker. But
really,
it's surprising me because he comes. He is a centre forward. He comes deep. He's got good hold-up play. He's got good feet.
Yeah.
And it just seems to be not the type of striker I thought Moyes would sign anyway. But maybe he's going to tactically. We're changing it up a little bit next year, and this could be part of it. As a plan B with him. Yeah, I just didn't think he was.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not overly convinced that we're going to get Brozier.
No,
I'm not overly convinced of
that.
I mean, I hear a few Chelsea whispers, obviously through my brother, and he's telling me Brozier's gone to America. He'll be linking up with the team. Going and doing some pre-season out there with Chelsea, and Thomas Tuchel wants to look at him.
Yeah, that was what he said.
Yeah, because of his brilliant loan spell at Southampton. I don't know. I mean, look, if we get him, I won't be disappointed. I just ain't that confident that we're actually pursuing him that hard. I think we're probably pursuing Schumacher more intently than Brozier. Reports last night were saying that Chelsea have agreed to let Brozier join us on loan.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Now that I wouldn't mind.
No,
and,
mate, I love
sign another striker.
I love try before you buy. I think it's a great idea.
Great. It's great, isn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that at all, mate. You know, and it frees up more money to spend elsewhere if you do that.
Yeah. Hammerhead's asking, do you know anything more about the Lingard situation?
Myself, no, Budge, no.
No, but Judge is saying that apparently he's going to make his decision Friday. So,
all right, well, take your time, Mr. Lingard. Take your time, mate.
Yeah, you know.
You relax.
I mean,
take your time.
Yeah, you know, you just keep us lot worrying and wondering. And
I mean, so you've got nothing better to do, have you?
No, that's
pre-season,
it, mate, you know?
Has anyone told him pre-season has started? Has anyone told him that?
Yeah. You know, Hammerhead says it's not been confirmed. It's only a theory that we might try to explore a loan deal for Brozier. Okay. Well, I mean, like I said, you know, I mean, I'd be happy to get him through the door one way or the other, and it won't disappoint me if we don't, as long as we sign somebody in that position.
I think loan for Brozier would be better, mate, and have a real. Then Moyes can have a proper look at him because, like I said,
Moyes a lot better.
He started on fire at Southampton, and then he really tailed off for that last, you know, a few months of the season. Done not much, but neither did Southampton as a team. So
maybe he just needs to work on his stamina, though, Kieran. You know what I mean?
Look, maybe having a look at him, Budge, you know, before we buy him might be a good idea.
Yeah,
you'd have a better idea at the end of the season.
Yeah. I mean, you know, look, the club have done wonders with the likes of Antonio and Lanzini in keeping them fit for 90% of the season or more. So, you know, Brozier may just benefit from doing a season with us in the fact that, as you said, he tailed off towards the end of the season. That may have something to do with his stamina, or, you know, it might have even had something to do with his desire, knowing that, you know, that he'd done all of that and Chelsea still aren't calling him back. He might have thought, well, what's the point? I might as well just, you know, go through the motions.
The actual team themselves dropped off as well, Southampton, so that maybe affected him. Yeah, you know, it's hard to know. Like, I'm sure if Moyes got him in, you know, by January he'd know whether he's the boy he wants. Or are we going to have another cynical view on it, mate? Is this a carrot to lure Rice to Chelsea next summer? You know, if we have him for a season, Brozier said, right, let's do a deal with Rice. You can have Brozier plus a little bit of cash. Right? Could go that way.
Well, you know, it could go that way, you know what I mean? But the thing is, if we take Brozier and cash, that cash has got to be 100 million, hasn't it?
Well, I'd say at least 80, yeah.
Oh, I don't think Brozier's worth 70 million.
No, I mean, 80 million. They'd have to give us 80 million plus Brozier.
Yeah, but I don't think Brozier's worth 70 million, and they're saying
no, but I don't believe we're getting
going to take 100. Well, I do.
We ain't getting 150 million, Bugs. I don't believe that.
I think we will.
Do I rate him as 150 million, Bugs? Yes, I do for us. But we're not getting it. No one's offering that money for him. I'll guarantee you. If they offer 100, I'd be amazed. Now, a player plus 80 million would be, you know, not a bad deal. If it's the player you want.
I mean, what are we rating Brozier at? About 25 million?
Yeah, 25 to 30. That's it for him at the moment. So if he has a great season with us, his money might go up.
Yeah, 80 million plus him. That's 110 million-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not a bad deal, but because I just don't see anyone spending that kind of money for a defensive midfielder. That's all.
If the deal was 80 million plus N'Golo Kante, I would be all over that.
Bite your hand off.
Fucking rat.
Bite your hand off.
Mate, yeah. Even though he's a bit older than that, who cares? I mean, the guy's still capable of doing massive things on the ball. Massive.
Yeah, it would be good.
Yeah. I mean, that's a deal I would want. I have noticed that players are apparently worth 40 million after one good season. Yeah, I mean, the thing is,
I know.
Look at the way we've kind of, I mean, my brother was saying to me yesterday that, who was it now? Who was it? Ray Parlour, was it? I don't know. It was an ex-Arsenal player, I'm sure it was, who said something about Chelsea should be pursuing Jared Bowen because of his finishing abilities and stuff. Right, and I said to my brother, that's not going to happen. That isn't going to happen. I said, because Liverpool will outbid Chelsea for Bowen, regardless. I said that'll be a bidding war between Liverpool and Chelsea if Bowen was on the table.
Bowen's going nowhere. We're not letting him go.
I don't think we will either. But I mean, look at the kind of prices we were looking at him after last season, or a decent season last season. We're talking 70 million for him now, between 50 and 70 anyway. And Trice's got to be worth that.
To get that kind of 70 million, he'd have to back it up again this season. Then I think it's worth that.
Yeah.
At the moment,
definitely.
At the moment, I think they'd pay 40. But if he backs next season up again, with the season he had last year, fuck it. Now you're talking big money.
Yeah. Hammerhead says that Madrid would pay 100 for Rice. Yeah, I know they would. They'd love him. They would love him now.
They don't.
Apparently we were offered 50 million for Diop and we turned it down.
Well, there was rumours of it. I don't know if we actually made the offer back in the day when he was good. Yeah, I don't know, mate.
That was after his first season where he smashed it. Yeah, okay, yeah, got you.
Yeah,
and
I'm not sure
now. I bet now they're thinking, fucking hell, I wish we'd taken that 50. Because you're not going to get no more than 15 for him now, are you?
No, I think 15 is the max you'd get for him now. At this moment in time.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually, Jazz. If Brozier does well at Chelsea, they won't let him come to us. They want the first option. Of course, he's their player.
That's the headache of that. Unless you have got an option to buy, if you loan them, your hands are tied a bit. Chelsea are holding all the cards.
Yeah.
But if he's shit, at least you can send him back. There's that side to it too.
Yeah. Where are we? Jazz is saying, I like Ward-Prowse. Let's see what happens with Basuma court case. Yeah, I mean, look, I know I'm probably going to be a little bit unpopular for saying this, but James Ward-Prowse is great on a dead ball and not much else. I don't think he's a great player at all. He's all right. He's reasonable. He's a good player,
but I'm not a fan. I don't particularly want to spend big money on him.
They want 50 million for him.
Oh, 70, Budge, you wanted.
70 was it?
Yeah. Wow. I think it's one of them hands-off sort of valuations. They said anyone wants him, it's 70 million. They just didn't want to sell him. So there's no way anyone's going to come in for him for that sort of money. That guy's worth 30 to 35 at the most. That's it. You know what I mean? You might be thinking about him if it was that sort of money, but they slapped a 70 million price tag on him because they just don't want to lose him.
Well, kind of like what Moyes said about Rice at the beginning of the last season, wasn't it? When he said, the days of being able to get Declan Rice for 100 million have now passed.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gone, yeah. But he is playing the game as well, Budge, isn't he?
Of course, I mean, if he got an 100 million offer, he'd fucking snatch their hand off. I know he would.
Yeah, I think so.
You've got to, haven't you? I mean, as much as you want Declan Rice at the team, you cannot.
But
turn that kind of money down.
We all know, and so do West Ham and the management, and that he will leave eventually. So when a ridiculous offer comes in, you've got not much choice but to take it. Because it's. I mean, you imagine getting £100 million and a decent player, then that's a great deal. That would be the ultimate for me. The ultimate deal for Rice.
Yeah. Jersey's saying that Ward-Prowse offers 10 goals a season from central defensive midfield position. With penalties and free kicks is useful. Agreed. But we've already got that in the side anyway with Declan Rice. We'll get 10 goals a season out of him. Yeah. Providing he's given the reins to go forward, he'll get 10 goals a season out of Declan Rice. And penalties. All right, he won't offer the free kicks, but, we've got Creswell, we've got Lanzini, we've got Ben Rama, we've got Bowen, we've got Johnson. We've got players out there that can take free kicks.
Yeah, we have, but it would be nice to have a real specialist free kick taker. It would be a luxury. It would be a lovely luxury.
Yeah, £70 million luxury. No,
I wouldn't. No, like I said, Budge, he doesn't really excite me that I'd really push to have him. But he is a good player, and it's nice to have a player like a player.
And like you said, 30 to 35 million, he would be worth a punt, definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
And Hammerhead says not worth 70 million, and I agree.
No. There's no club will pay it, right? None.
No. But yeah. I don't know why, but for some reason, I have still got a comment on my screen on my laptop from about half an hour ago. All the other comments ain't coming up on my screen. I don't know. That's the beauty. I think it's because I'm using my virtual background. Well, by the way, what do you think of my background? Look.
I've only just, now you've said it, I've only just noticed it, Geezer.
It's nice, isn't it? It's nice. I love it.
Good. Really good. What about my virtual background?
Oh, yeah, that's brilliant, mate. Yeah, it looks like you're in Australia, bruv.
Yeah, doesn't
it? Not bad for Forest Gate, is it? Nice and sunny. But, yeah, actually, I'm going up to Forest Gate in a couple of weeks. Going back up there to, well, my cousin has arranged a little five-a-side veterans thing. And asked me if I wanted to play, so I said, yeah.
Oh, don't be fucking playing, you donut. You're fucking too old. Simple as that. You'll kill yourself. You'll be so sore.
It's five-a-side.
Sore for a week. You'll be sore for a week.
But it's on Wanstead Flats, mate, right next to where my uncle. Yeah, right next to where my uncle lived and worked.
Yeah,
because he was the groundsman there, wasn't he?
That's right. Next to the Golden Fleece. The Golden Fleece.
Yeah, that was down the other end by the pond.
Yeah.
That's sort of like further along. He was up opposite Tilney Road. Cable Lane and Tilney Road on that junction. His house was directly opposite that junction. Actually on the playing fields, the changing rooms and all that.
My dad's not far away from there. He's in that East London cemetery.
All right. Yeah. I think my uncle is now. My uncle is now. He died last year. No, year before last.
Budge, I remember, mate, being fucking, 16, 17, playing on them pitches, dragging out the posts to set the posts up and the nets, freezing your nut.
Yeah.
I remember them days. Freezing.
Well, you would have met my uncle then. The groundsman. His name was Derek Dell. And he had the place, and he used to open it up and let all the lads come in and get the nets and the posts. And
you were two sets of dressing rooms, weren't there? The one your uncle was the one near the Golden Fleece, and then he had the other one past the East London Cemetery up there as well. Because I don't know, it must be at least 50 pitches, wasn't there? Something.
Yeah, like God, yeah, something like that. 40 pitches, something like that. Yeah, and the guy that ran the other changing rooms obviously was a friend of my uncle's. I'm trying to remember his name now. God, blimey. It's gone. It has gone, I think. Bill. Was it Bill? I think it was Bill. His wife's name was Gina, Italian woman. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, different world then. Different world.
The server is cleared. Weirdy didn't go in. Yeah, so Basuma has been cleared. It's weird that we didn't go in for him then. But they have Champions League football. All right. Okay. Yeah, it's true.
Bissouma. Yeah. I don't think we're ever getting him, mate, to be honest. Bissouma.
No. Southampton doing what we're doing with Rice, asking for too much to deter other clubs. Correct.
Yeah.
Exactly that. Exactly that. I'm not going to say anything about Tottenham this year. They worry me. I just hope they don't win the league. Well, do you know something?
They won't win the league.
Do you know something? But they can't win the league because
no, they won't win the league.
Because they're
it
not
wouldn't surprise me if Conte brings them in a trophy.
It's Liverpool. They're not as good as Man City as Chelsea.
They could win a cup this year with Conte. He's a born winner, that Conte. Do like to win.
Oh God, yeah.
And he's a smart.
Listen, I'm not discounting them this year for something like that.
No,
they may even win the Europa League.
No, I think it's a big jump.
They may win the Europa League, mate. They've been there before.
Well, they've got to get kicked out of the Champions League first, Budge, because they're in that.
Oh, yeah, they're in the Champions League, aren't they? Yes, they are. Yeah. And they've been in the final of that before.
Yeah. But, if they do badly, they go into Europa, don't they? So it could happen.
Yeah.
But I've already picked Man United to win that Europa League. A real outside punt, Budge. An outside punt. I reckon Man United will win the Europa League.
I wonder what the odds are on that then.
What are the odds, Keith? Do you get odds on that? I reckon it's worth a couple of quid.
I'm going to have
a couple of quid.
Yeah. I mean, I go with Corals.
Yeah.
So
that's my only prediction for next season, that Man United might win the Europa League. Only because I like Ten Hag and I think he's a really good manager.
Yeah.
I just think
right. So
he might do a job for him.
Where do we go? Build your bet. Today's rating featured football. There we go. Right. Let's have a look. See. World Cup, Premier League, football betting. Mate, they're not giving you odds on it at the moment.
Well,
not at the moment, anyway.
Think about that, Bud. You want to put a couple of quid or something?
I will, yeah. Man United, yeah.
It's worth a punt. Probably get knocked out in the first fucking.
Hold on, look, our competitions. Here we go. A to Z of competitions. No. UEFA club competitions. That would be in. There we go. Champions League, Conference League. Hang on, where's the Europa League? UEFA Super Cup, Europa Conference League, UEFA Champions League. It's not listing.
Wow, it's weird.
Is that a FIFA competition then? No, it can't be because you ain't listing that there either. UEFA Club, Champions League, Conference League, Super Cup. That's all they're giving us. They're not giving us FIFA, UEFA Nations League. No, it's not giving it. That is really weird, isn't it?
It's odd, yeah.
Yeah,
that is strange. Before the Conference League, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I mean, what are the odds on West Ham winning the Conference League then? Hang on a minute. What? Can't even find West Ham.
Yeah, probably because you got to do that qualifying shit first. Maybe they do it after that.
This is actually for the qualifying games. Excuse me. Wow. That's really weird. Hang on, when's our first match? July, isn't it?
Few weeks.
August, yeah.
Them qualifying games have got a player in, aren't they? In between after the first couple of games, aren't they? When we start the season.
Right. Okay.
So.
Yeah, because they're not even listing West Ham's game as a game.
No. Because I think you got to get through them qualifiers first. That's probably why.
Yeah, that's really weird, though. I mean, Hibernians, they're listed. Hibernians. That's just weird. CSKA Sophia, whatever you call it. There's some strange names. Mulder, they're in it. Maccabi Tel Aviv are in it. Basel, Young Boys, PAOK.
Funny that Israel are in European competition. It's really weird.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Sparta Prague are in it. Yeah. Slavia Prague are in it. Yeah, there's quite a few. There's one from Luxembourg, Racing FC Union, Luxembourg. Yeah, there's no sign of West Ham at all. That's really strange. Change competition. No.
Maybe they don't class you as properly in it till you play them qualifiers, Budge.
Probably not, mate. Probably not.
No, that's probably what it is.
Yeah. And I can't believe they're not listing the Europa League as a thing. So, yeah, it's a bit weird anyway. Anyway, that's that. That is that. Oh, my God.
No. Oh, yeah.
I put a couple of quid on it also last night called Ironopolis because it had iron in the title of the horse, the name of the horse. I put 2 quid on it and it came in 4th. I put each way bet on it.
Champions League spot, Budge.
Yeah, I put each way bet on it, 1st, 2nd or 3rd, and it came in 4th. Typical.
Lovely. Right? Isn't that nice?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you know when we walked to that game yesterday. Now, Caxton Street is the street next to the ground where all the pubs are and everyone's the bits off was there. Everyone's jumping up and down in the pubs and singing. And the first one we looked at, there was a geezer standing there with the first shirt we saw walking into the pub was Rice 41.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Chatted to him for a while.
Great.
And obviously, big West Ham fan, yeah.
So, I've been invited to go to, or I've been asked if I want to go to the Amex tomorrow to watch the final between England and Spain with Duke, and I think I might just go on Wednesday.
Oh, it's not the final, is it?
Oh, is it? No, it's no semi, isn't it? Is it the
quarter-final?
I don't know.
Yeah, quarter-final, I think, Budge.
Oh, is it?
I'll tell you what. Do you know? I spent last week on that stream with you, and I slagged the shit out of women's football.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I've watched probably all the highlights of every game, and I'll tell you what, I've enjoyed some of it, mate. I really have. I'll take a bit of it back.
I did tell you that there was better football than you
I've just been an arsehole, right? But my God, I watched the game this morning. I know it might have been Spain, and wow, some of the quality in it was really good. And I'll tell you something that's really massively improved: the delivery from out wide, the wingers, the crossing is really in all games I've watched have been so good. Really, really good, mate. And
Yeah.
I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed some good goals. The goalkeeping still, I see it. Even one, the goalkeeper today was brilliant. She pulled off fucking 3 cracking saves. I still think that's got a lot to be desired as a whole, the goalkeeping. But yeah, I think it's a massive improvement from what I used to watch with women's football. And I've quite enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed it. I remember Charlie Wolf backing it up. He was saying that he enjoys it, and I was slagging it off, right? But
I told you though, didn't I?
I'm starting to get converted a little bit.
Yeah, well, the thing is, Kieran, why shouldn't we watch the women's game? Because, like I said, that some of the girls that play it are equally as good as some of the men that we watch. I'm not saying they're at Ronaldo and
at their level. Some of their skill some of their skills,
but some of the girls that are playing, mate. I mean,
really good.
Some of the the world players that are playing.
Yeah, when you're talking top
within
level,
the Women's Super League, the ones that are playing in the Women's Super League, like there's, I think her name's Jin. She plays for Chelsea. A Japanese girl, I think. She's bloody quality, absolutely quality. I mean, we've got what's her name, Kate Longhurst. Yeah, she's bloody good, mate. I mean, the technique. She scored against Tottenham, I think it was this season, and she scored a header. The ball was lofted in. She scored it with her head. The technique she used was incredible. And the awareness that she had of what was around her and where the goal was.
It's been a bit of an eye opener to actually watch. Like I'm saying, I'm still not sure I'd want to sit there and watch the full game. I mean, I'm only watching the highlights, but my God, in them highlights there are some, especially I would say the crossing is something I've really noticed. Some of the balls into the box are absolute quality, really, really good.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Jazz is saying he's never watched the ladies' game. Maybe in the future, mate, you'll be very, very surprised. Honestly, Jazz.
A full game's tough to watch, I mean, but if you got them 15-minute highlights of a game, you can appreciate, the good parts of it anyway. And I really did.
Granted, there are a lot of ungamely appearing movements in the game from but it's kind of. What you've got to understand is that's a natural movement for a woman, whereas it's not for a bloke. So it kind of doesn't look like it fits in the game, if you know what I mean. It's sort of sometimes a woman can move in a way that a man doesn't move in. You know what I mean? And when you see that on a football pitch, but when you see it on a football pitch, you go, oh, okay. You know what I mean? It's sort of but it's good fun. I like watching.
But when's that on? You say you might go to that one, Gazer.
Wednesday. Wednesday, and you're right. It's a quarterfinal. So the quarterfinals, as they stand at the moment, are Iceland versus France, Italy versus Belgium. That's today, and then on the 20th, which is Wednesday, England versus Spain at Brighton, and Germany versus Austria.
And I think Spain were the pre-tournament favourites, if I'm right, Bud.
Well, they're 5-2 to win. England are even money.
Mm-hmm. So, does that make Spain favourites? Or?
But no, it makes us the favourites, even money.
Spain or Holland. I'm pretty sure it was Spain. Might have been Holland the pre-season favourite or pre-tournament.
They're not even in the quarters. I would say that at this moment in time, Germany look like the favourites to win the competition.
Well, England are banging in shitloads of goals.
True. And that's why they've given us even money. But Germany, to beat Austria tomorrow, are 1-4. You got to put £4 on to win a pound.
Yeah, I think Austria are pretty average. They've done well to get there.
They're 9-1.
Yeah, well, there you go. That says a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's it.
But yeah, so I think I'll probably get my arse down there for that.
That'd be good. Yeah, I think you'd enjoy it
at the Amex. Yeah,
I did watch.
I'm sorry.
The Swedish team this morning. I watched them. My God, there's some honeys. There's some honeys in that team, mate. They're all blonde and gorgeous, all of them. It's stunning.
I know. It's
Most
crazy,
of them,
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, they got some skill on them, mate. They got some game. Give them that.
Yeah. Oh, Darren, Darren Higgins. He quite fancies that Yui Hasegawa, doesn't he? The Japanese player that we've got at West Ham. He quite fancies her. I've got to admit, she is quite hot looking. Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about this tournament is women commentators. I think they're terrible. I don't like it. I've never liked it. I never will. They're terrible.
And yet we always seem to get them on bloody Match of the Day.
Yeah, they shouldn't be allowed to do men's football for sure. Okay, they're doing the women's, but they're not very good. The voice is too high pitched. It's not good. So I'm gonna give the women's game a pass, but not the commentating. If there's any feminists watching this, I'll be getting it. But
that's it, mate. That's it. To hell with it. Where the hell was that gone? Oh man, I don't know where I've put that now.
Are you working late, Budgie?
No, I've got the day off today. I've been awake since 4 o'clock this morning. It's now 7:45, so I've been awake nearly 4 hours already.
Wow.
So I shall be in the pub at 12.
Not you, sir.
Yeah, it's got to be done. Got to be done on my day off. Get in the pub. I mean, I went to shop this morning and got myself a Costa. That was at 6 o'clock. Bloody Nora.
Bought
myself some hot cross buns, cooked 2 of them, and ate half of one. There's 3 of them on the plate still. 3 halves on the plate.
It's a nice snack.
Yeah, it would have been. I didn't want them. Don't even know why I cooked them. I was hungry and then I didn't want them when I cooked them. Weird. But anyway. Right, listen, I'm going to knock it on the head, mate. I'll be live over an hour now, hour and 15 minutes. I'll probably go live a little bit later on, actually. Oh, hang on a minute. What time is it for you now? It's got to be, what, 5:30, about 4:45 in the evening?
No, 4:45.
4:45. Oh, yeah, no, you're 9 hours, not 8 hours. 9 hours. Sorry, not 10 hours. Yeah.
Not 10.
It was 10 before. Now it's 9, isn't it? Yeah. Sorry. Right, I forgot about that bit. So 4:45. All right. So you'll be about for a few hours yet then?
I'll be about, mate. I'll be about.
Yeah. All right. I'll give you a shout a little bit later on. Perhaps go live again in a couple of hours or so.
Let us know.
I need to sort a few things out. And, obviously it's almost time for the mums to bring the kids to school. So I better go out the front and do some gardening or something.
What? See if you can spot any potential future footballers.
Well, no, I don't know. I'll have my shorts halfway down around my arse. See if I attract myself a nice young lady. No, I'm only joking. All right, mate. Well, look, I'll give you a shout in a couple of hours or so.
No drama, mate.
Oh, look at that. Look, Rob Singleton turns up just as we're signing out again. He always does.
Good day, Robert.
Good day, Robert.
Yeah. You're bloody because he's living in Scousland. They'll be behind a bit, isn't he? It's just getting out of bed.
Yeah. Jazz is saying he's hard finding time to watch the men's game for him. Laugh out loud. Yeah, but at the moment, that there's a competition going on right now. There are games going on today.
It's the Euros.
It's the Euros, it means a lot. So, like I said, today's games are, let me have another look. Iceland women versus French and Italy versus Belgium. So,
Belgium could be good.
Yeah, they're both on at 8 o'clock this evening. So, if you fancy it, let's have a look. They're worth having a look at. And like Kieran says, if you can't sit and watch the whole game, just watch the 15-minute highlights, which are usually released a couple of hours after the game's finished. So
usually on YouTube,
yeah. So usually by about 11, 12 o'clock tonight.
What's good about that Optus I get with the football on it, it's got all the Euros, the women's Euros on it, is I can watch a full game. I can watch a 24-minute match, or I can watch 10-minute highlights.
Yeah.
It's up to me. So it's good. If there's a game you're really interested in, watch it all. If there's a game you're sort of half interested, I can watch 24 minutes of it.
Yeah.
So it's up to yourself.
Yeah, it's good. And, in going to the stadium to watch it, I think, soaking up the actual atmosphere. Because, I mean, they reckon there's going to be over 40,000 people there. It's quarterfinals. Yeah, they're saying. But I don't know what the capacity is at the Amex. Do you? Do you know?
Yeah, I didn't think it was 40, Budge, but I'd imagine that they'll sell it out.
It's going to be somewhere around there, isn't it? Amex Stadium.
Yeah, Robert's watching the World Athletics. Where's that been held? The World Athletics.
I'm
not getting any of it here.
It's on the BBC.
Is it? Yeah, I'm not getting any here. But I'm not sure what country they're holding that in.
Yeah. Right. So let's get rid of that. The Amex Stadium. Oh no. It's grown to hold over 30,000 fans.
Yeah.
So I may have misheard that. Maybe it said capacity of 30,000. I might have misheard it. But I mean, I've been past the stadium a number of times because it ain't that far from me. And it's a lovely looking stadium. In fact, from where it is and the way it's been built and the design of it, I actually would probably say it's one of my favourite. Aesthetically, it's one of my favourite stadiums in the country.
Well, I've heard a lot of West Ham fans saying that's a great day out to go there.
Yeah. I mean, this season just gone when we played them away, which was the last game of the season, I believe, wasn't it? Yeah. I went down to the West Ham supporters away day party in Brighton. I met up with Hammerette and Bose and quite a few other people down there. A lot of the faces I get to see when I go to the home games, I just went down there for the evening for the party, but the following day, some of them, the ones that couldn't get tickets, were watching it in this pub / hotel bar. They were going to watch it there, but unfortunately I was working, so I couldn't go down and watch it with them. But it's always a good day out down in Brighton because it's a party town, so you can't help but have a party there.
Yeah,
Optus is good. Okay. The draw for our opponent for the knockout is to be done at 2 o'clock today, says Robert. Thank you very much, Robert. I will keep my eyes out on that. In fact, I may even do a live reveal. Go live and do a reveal with it. So, if that's going to be done at 2 o'clock, I could go live about 1:45, stay live and reveal who it is. Live to the nation, or to the world. Because not everybody's in the UK. Oregon. Everyone's saying do. Right, yeah, so anyway, it's almost 8 o'clock. I'm going to knock it on the head, go and get some breakfast. I didn't really want them hot cross buns, but I do fancy a sausage sandwich, if I'm honest.
Do that. Yeah, I'm going to go and cook dinner.
Yeah, all right, mate. All right, well, say hi to Kieran for me, and I will catch up with you a little bit later.
See about something actually.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, mate.
Well, yeah.
All
If you're
right,
in next couple of hours, if you the 11 o'clock, I'll be in bed by then. Yeah, if you're doing your 2 o'clock thing. But
yeah.
if you're doing the next couple of hours, let me know.
Yeah, I will do, mate. Definitely.
All right, bro.
All right. Cheers, mate. I'll speak to you later. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for popping in and joining us on this lovely, beautiful Monday morning. I will play a little video to play us out, and I will speak to you all later. Take care. Come on.
See ya.